Hi, I'm Karen Arjona and I'm taking up BS Chemical Engineering at the University of the Philippines, Los Banos. Case studies we have done for our management class were based on real-life problems that occurred, and our last case study, which deals with the baggage blunders for Terminal 5 or T5, which was recently established by the British Airways. It was a state-of-the-art facility and costs about $8.6 billion. But during the unveiling of T5, many problems occurred. There were a few broken escalators, and at one point, one gate wouldn't even function. Passengers waited hours for their bags. At one point, the moving belt system was jammed. It was evident that all of these problems were caused due to failure equipment, and the other groups quickly jumped to the conclusion that they had to quickly replace this newly state-of-the-art equipment in order for the airport to keep on running again. However, I told them that these were state-of-the-art and new, built with instrumentation control designs and processes, which would prevent from this equipment from breaking down in the first place. So I told them that maybe the problem lies not on the equipment, but on the people handling or managing the equipment itself. By having the very first ever zero-waste retail shop to be established, especially on far-flung areas where they have no access to basic hygiene needs. As a chemical engineer, I would want to automatically reduce the environmental impact by half, but also I would want to enhance the livelihood for millions. So how do I do that? Lower-class people are the #1 consumers of sachets or refills. And by having this store, they can bring their own containers to be refilled with products of Unilever. And they can be weighed and can be paid by the gram or by the ml, which would cost them less and also save plastic use. First, we would need the dimension of a Toyota Vios. So we have a length of 4,410 millimeters, a width of 1,700 millimeters, and a height of 1,475 millimeters with a seat capacity of 5. However, the volume of a Toyota Vios does not simply equate to length times width times height. Why? This is where our first assumption comes in. 1. No tennis balls will be put inside the engine of our car. As you can see here, I have a big red cube which I assume to be approximate or equal to the volume of my car. If you can see here, we have a compartment. However, I also assume that the volume of the compartment here is equal to the volume of the spaces here, and also the volume of the front compartment here, equal to the volume of the compartment here. So now, the volume of this big red cube, which is equal to the volume of our car, is now equal to the wheelbase, which is 2,550 millimeters, times its total height minus the ground clearance, because as you can see, it is not part of our big red cube, times its width of 1,700 millimeters. So that would be the volume of our Toyota Vios. Next, we have for our tennis ball. The average diameter of a tennis ball is 6.7 centimeters. Next, for our car seat dimension. Because the volume here for our big red cube would be not only be the volume of the car. We have to subtract it by the volume of the car seats inside. So here we have a standard dimension of a car seat where 1, 2, and 3 are approximated by these 3 parts of our car seat. The first part with a length of 12 inches, a width of 3 inches, a height of 6 inches. The second part, a length of 19 inches, a width of 3 inches, and a height of 24 inches. While the third part, it has a length of 17.75 inches, a width of 8.5 inches, and a height of 23 inches. So now we move on to the solution. First, we compute for the volume of the ball, which is equal to 157.7485615 cubic cm. And now the volume of our car, which was approximated by that big red cube, which is equal to 5,817,570 cubic meters. And then we also compute for the volume of the car seat, which was again divided into 3 parts. So we have volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3 respectively, which is equal to 3,539.605824 centimeter cube. And then V2 equal to 18,877.89773 cm cube, and your V3 equal to 56,865.16046 cm cube. And now, to compute for the number of balls, you simply have to multiply the volume of the car seat by the seat capacity, which is 5, and then subtract it to the volume of the car. And then, you divide it by the total volume of the ball. And our computed number of balls is 34,366. However, this is not the final answer because we have to take a look at this, the packing efficiency of spheres inside cubes. If you arrange this at, for example, a crystalline lattice, it would have a packing efficiency of pi over 3 square root of 2, which was given by Johann Kepler, and this is the maximum packing efficiency. If you arrange the tennis balls inside a Toyota Vios at random, so you just insert the tennis balls, you would get a packing efficiency of 0.64. So you have to multiply this packing efficiency with the computed number of balls, and you would get your final number of balls. So our maximum number of balls is 25,448. But if you arrange it randomly, you would only get 21,995 balls. There are a lot of social media networks wherein we could advertise the products of Unilever aside from Facebook. YouTube vloggers and social media influencers on Instagram had been garnering the attention of Filipino netizens. And we can in fact have a partnership with these vloggers for them to endorse our product or the product of Unilever.